there is a contention in the current day about how do we end racism today, and whether it's something we can do um, through different avenues, whether it is NGOs or working with politicians, or working taking mass action and direct action, civil disobedience, etc. And I think that particular tactic, that of mass civil disobedience, remains one of the most important contributions of Dr. King's legacy, and what he did. And I think through mass struggle with masses of people in the South, and eventually it went up north, he was able, along with thousands of other activists, able to win equal rights under the law for Black people who were living under Jim Crow segregation for decades.
So, Akua, when Dr. King was fighting for racial justice in the 1950s and 60s, he was painted as a terrorist in the media, very much in the same way current activist groups are being demonized by the mainstream media. He's now been vindicated and he's an icon. How does that belief that people can change keep you going?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's really important to acknowledge how Dr. King's imagery has been sanitized. Like you said, back in the 60s, he was considered a terrorist and too radical. In fact, as his message became more radical, addressing issues of economic injustice, some liberal institutions and politicians abandoned him. And I think it also shaped what eventually became his assassination. He was in Memphis, basically campaigning around the demands of poor Black sanitation workers who had lost two workers to basically death by being crushed by one of the machinery. And Dr. King came and supported the struggle in Memphis, demanding better wages and better working conditions, things that we still fight for today.